Okay, another episode of the retro games. This time we're talking about Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. Let's see what I have. Let me set this thing down. Let's go over some systems first. So I do have a this guy, Game Boy Color, or Game Boy Advance Color. So it's been played with. I do have a cover. Screen's pretty clean. It is operational. Oh, there's a game. Oh, yeah, Mario Kart. This is a Japanese version. I do have the box, which I'll show later. Let's see what's next. A DS, red and black. This is never played with, so you can see the seal. Both sides. Very nice box. That's that, the DS. Here's a special one, SP. This was a Toys R Us exclusive. Came with the Super Mario game. And this one's also sealed. I think it's gold color, or whatever this color is. Again, it's sealed, so you can see the tabs here and here. So those are the systems. Let's take a look at some games. Super Street Fighter Turbo. This was opened and played with, but I still have everything, box instructions, etc. Super Mario World. Again, this was play with, but again, complete everything. Box, typical of minor wear, stuff like that. So just gonna pile those on. Batman Vengeance. Again, game, manual, everything's inside. So this was played with a little bit. Castlevania, Circle of the Moon. This is another game that I was playing with before. All these Castlevania games are a lot of fun. Tekken Advance, fighting game. Again, I play with this, so it's an open box. Zelda Link to the Past. Again, another game that I play with. So it's quite fun, although I only play with it by myself. And then let's see. Okay, this is CT Special Forces 2. This is very similar to Metal Slug. Side-scrolling shooter, or Contra, if you're into those games. This one's sealed. I never played with this. Never had a chance to. CT1, or the original Special Forces. Again, side-scrolling, Metal Slug type, Contra. Again, this one's also sealed. King of Fighters. I actually don't think I played with this one. This may be a GameStop display copy. So I think I bought it new, but I don't think I ever played with this. But of course, it's because it's a display copy. It's not sealed anymore. Dragon Ball Z Taiketsu. This is like a Street Fighter Dragon Ball game for the Game Boy Advance. And again, it's completely sealed. Spy Hunter. Still has the the Toys R Us anti-theft magnet. And again, it's sealed. Pinball the Dead. This one I play with. It's actually kind of fun. Actual pinball with the House of the Dead themes. Robotech, Macross Saga, side-scrolling shooter. Again, from Toys R Us. Never played with. So, again, it's sealed. You can see. Onimusha Tactics, kind of like all those tactics games. Final Fantasy Tactics, pretty much the same, those turn-based strategy games. Again, sealed. Guilty Gear X, Advanced Edition, fighting game, kind of like a Street Fighter type game, and again, sealed. Super Mario Advance. This was a, I think this was the original NES Super Mario 2 game that was ported over to Advance. So I played with this one. So it was fun. But everything's there, complete. Bomberman. I think I played a little bit of this too. It's minor crack on the box. And some more slight crush, you can see it. But overall, everything's there. Bubble Bobble. Some of these older 2D action games are pretty fun. Or puzzle games. But this one's, again, sealed. Let's see it there. Okay. Riviera from Atlas. Don't remember if this is a turn-based RPG or a actual RPG. But again, sealed. This is a big one. Pocky and Rocky. I wish I didn't open this, but I did, just to play it for a little bit, and it went back to the box, and kind of regretting it. But it is what it is. Final Fantasy Star Online or Collection includes the original Fantasy Star on the Sega Master System, 1, and then 2 and 3 were on the Genesis. I did have, I think, both 2 and 3 on the Genesis, but I think I sold them. But this one's, again, is sealed. Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Dawn of Souls, compilation, original or ported RPG, and again, sealed. Never had a chance to play it. Don't think I will ever now. Final Fantasy 4. This I played with back in the day on the, I want to say, Super NES. But this guy's sealed. Final Fantasy 6. This, I believe, if I remember correctly, was Final Fantasy 3 on the Super NES that I played with. Yeah, when they imported the games, the numbers kind of messed up. So anyway, another sealed one. Sealed. Final Fantasy Tactics, turn-based strategy game, and again, it's completely sealed. Fire Emblem, another turn-based strategy, and 100% sealed. Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. I think this is like the follow-up to the other Fire Emblem. And again, completely sealed. Gunstar Heroes, Superheroes. Another shooter, side-scrolling. This, I know I played on the Genesis, Gunstar Heroes, and that was a lot of fun back then. But this guy's sealed. Zelda, the Minish Cap, and again sealed. There's a slight rip on the plastic, but nothing, no damage to the box. Tactics Ogre. I think this was another GameStop display, like last one that I bought, because you can see the label sticker. And when I asked the guy, and he was like, "Oh, this is the last copy," and I was like, "Okay, I'll just get it." But then he's like, "Yeah, I can seal it up for you if you really care about it." And so I was like, "Okay, sure." So the price sticker is actually on the inside of the plastic. So I never play with it, and it was the last display's copy at the time. Golden Sun. I definitely play with this. Another RPG. This was a lot of fun. Golden Sun, follow up, The Lost Age. I never played this, bought it, but yeah, it's another sealed game. Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior 3 is Dragon Quest in Japan. This is a Game Boy Color game, and again, it's completely sealed. Never get a chance to play it. Dragon Warrior 1 and 2, or the Dragon Quest in Japan 1 and 2. This I play with for quite a while, and this was pretty fun. It's an old school RPG. Everything's there. Another Dragon Ball game, Game Boy Color. As you can see, the price tag is still there from Toys R Us for $7.50. Yeah, most likely I grabbed it from the clearance bin. But never played with it, so it's still sealed. Probably 20 plus years old now. Final Fight 1. This I definitely play with. Spent a lot of money, quarter at the arcades on Final Fight. Yeah. Contra, Alien Wars. This was a Game Boy Advance game. Again, I play with this, and it's a lot of fun. I think, yeah, it does a GBA link cable, so you can do a 2-player link play, but you may need 2 cartridges at the same time. But anyway, another 2D side-scrolling shooter. Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. Another Castlevania game. Can't go wrong with these. If you like action games, Castlevanias are one of the better games. So that was another play with. This is Advance Wars 2, Black Hole Rising. So it's got I think this is not a price tag, but a anti-theft device, one of those magnet things. So it's on the outside of the plastic, so which is good. But this one is completely sealed. Let's see. Dragon Force, Resurrection of Dark Dragon. Again, another turn-based RPG. Great graphics. I used to play this on the Genesis, which was again a lot of fun back then. I don't think I actually have it for the Genesis. I actually borrowed my friend's brother's for the Genesis, and I played the hell out of it. So that was a lot of fun. But this copy is sealed. Shining Soul. Another one from Atlas. So here's just a magnetic device again on the outside of the box. So, and it's basically on top of the plastic covering. So again, another seal. And Sigma Star Saga. This is from Namco. I think this is an RPG action, maybe. I have no idea. I don't remember because it's been so long. But another sealed Game Boy Advance game. And then I have some import games. Oh, let's go one more. Metal Slug Advance. I don't think I showed this yet. Anyway, this is the Metal Slug game on the Game Boy Advance, which is, these are always awesome games. These I definitely play with, this one. So it's not sealed, but everything's complete. Here's a Sakura Wars for the Game Boy Color. It's an import game, Japanese. Bought it, but never played with it. I think I bought it used. Here's the box for Mario Kart import. Columns complete. It's like another puzzle game. This game, let me check quickly what it was called. It is called Baktai, the Sun in Your Hand, but in Japanese. So I think this, if you play it under the sun, there's some added effects or something weird. I don't quite remember. No, it works for the Game Boy player. It works for the Game Boy player and the Game Boy Advance SP and Game Boy Advance SP, but not the Game Boy Color. Anyway, another used game that I bought, I think probably on eBay or something. But again, I never really had a chance to play with it. So anyway, that's pretty much the stacks of games I have, along with the systems for the Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I did show the DS system. I have some DS games, but I'll show it on a different set next time. Anyway, all right. If you have any feedbacks, comments, please leave it. Thanks. See you next time.